Hello everyone, myself Alisha Bawa from Asian Law College, Noida, and my today's topic of discussion is judicial separation. Judicial separation is a medium that is provided under law to give some time for self-analysis to both the parties of the disturbed married life. Law gives them a chance to rethink about the extension of their relationship while at the same time guiding them to live separately. By doing this, law gives them a free space and independence to think about their future path, whereas it is the last step available to both the spouses for the legal breakup of their marriage. Now, Section 10 of the Hindu Marriage Act 1955 provides the judicial separation for both the spouses. Those who are married under the Hindu Marriage Act 1955, they can claim the relief of judicial separation by filing a petition. And once the order is passed, they are not bound to have cohabitation. Now let us see how to file this judicial separation in our court. Any spouse who is hurt by another spouse can file judicial separation in a district court under Section 10 of the Hindu Marriage Act 1955. But there are some conditions which needs to be followed. The first one being the marriage between husband and wife needs to be celebrated under the Hindu Marriage Act 1955. Second, the respondent should be settled in the jurisdiction of the court where the petitioner have filed the petition. And the third and last being the husband and wife lived together for a particular period of time before filing the petition. Now let us discuss about the grounds for judicial separation. It is given under Section 10 of the Act, the spouse can file a petition for judicial separation under the following conditions. The first being adultery. It is where any of the spouses voluntarily had sexual intercourse with some other person except his or her spouse. Here the aggrieved party can claim the relief, but that intercourse should be placed after the marriage. Now, the second being cruelty. When the spouse treats his or her partner with cruelty or inflicts any mental or physical pain after the marriage, the sufferer can file a petition on the grounds of cruelty. The third being desertion. In this section, it is defined that if spouse left the another spouse for any reason without informing him or her for a period of 2 years before filing the petition by another spouse, desertion gives a right to claim relief of judicial separation for the hurt party. The next being forced conversion. If any spouse gets forcefully converted into some other religion, then other spouse can file for judicial separation. The next being unsound mind. If any spouse in a marriage is suffering from any mental disease which is difficult for the other spouse to live with, the other spouse can claim relief by filing a judicial separation. Next being the venereal disease. If any party to a marriage or spouse has any type of disease which is incurable and communicable too, and the spouse does not know about this fact before or at the time of marriage, then it could be a valid ground for the spouse to file a petition for judicial separation. The next being renounce the world. The word renounce in the Hindu mythology means sannyas. Renunciation from the world conveys that the person has given up the world and is living a holy life. He is considered a civil dead. If a spouse renounces the world to live a holy life, then his or her partner can file for judicial separation. Now, the last being civil death. If a person is not found for 7 or more years and their relatives or any other person have not heard from him or her, or it is believed that he or she may have died, then other spouse can file for judicial separation. So these were the grounds where one can file for a judicial separation. Now let us discuss what is the difference between this judicial separation and divorce. The term judicial separation is mentioned under Section 10 of the Hindu Marriage Act 1955, whereas the term divorce that is mentioned under Section 13 of the Hindu Marriage Act 1955. Under judicial separation, a petition for judicial separation can be filed at any time after the marriage, whereas in case of divorce, a petition can be filed only after 1 or more years of marriage. Now, In judicial separation, it temporarily suspends the marriage, whereas divorce permanently ends the marriage. Now, while coming to a conclusion, I would like to say that a marriage is considered as a sacred relation in our nation, but a person should have an exit from this relation if he or she is not happy with such a relation. So such an exit that is provided with the one provision of our Indian Hindu Marriage Act 1955, that is of judicial separation. Thank you.